Control your emotions or they will control you. I got angry because I did not have shoes. Then I met a man who had no feet. Listening 100 times is not as good as seeing it once. A dirty mouth will not speak decent language. A needle is not sharpened on both sides. Learning without thinking is a job lost, and thinking without learning is dangerous. A good teacher is better than a handful of books. It takes more than a day for a river to freeze 1 meter deep. The true knowledge is when one knows the limitations of self-knowledge. If you always give, you will always receive. A single conversation with a wise man is worth a month of study of books. With real friends, even drinking water is sweet enough. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Tell me once, it's your fault, but swear me twice and it will be my fault. If the serpent bites you one morning, you will fear the rope of the well for 10 years. A gem cannot shine without polishing it, just as a man cannot be perfected if he is not put to the test. Culp yourself as you blame others, and forgive others as much as you forgive yourself. Do not believe that you will reach your destiny if you do not leave the coast. Good deeds bear good fruits, while evil with evil is paid. An intelligent person transforms big problems into small ones, and small ones into no ones. Listening well is as powerful as speaking well, and it is also essential for a real conversation. The man who removes a mountain begins by loading small stones. Never judge a person by his appearance. Don't be afraid to grow slowly, afraid to stay static. The one who depends on himself will achieve the greatest happiness. Little men think they are small. The great men never know they are great. Before telling secrets on the way, look in the bushes. The schemes of man are inferior to those made by heaven. If a family has an older person in it, it has a jewel. A fool judges people for the gifts they give him. When the roof is dripping is when several continuous rainy nights arrive. A beam, no matter how big it is, cannot support a whole house on its own. A man should choose a friend that is better than himself. There are many known in the world, but very few friends. In adversity, the true feelings are revealed. If you stand up straight, do not fear a crooked shadow. There are many roads to the top of the mountain, but the view is the same. Do good and you will reap good. Do evil and you will reap evil. An invisible thread connects those who are destined to know each other. The bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Teachers can open the door for you, but you must enter by yourself. All things are difficult until they become easy. If your strength is small, do not carry heavy things. If your words have no value, do not give advice. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone can see it. Believing in our dreams implies spending our whole lives asleep. Knowing another does not mean knowing your face, but the heart of the person. Better than approaching the shore to admire the fish is to go back and prepare to launch a network over the waters. It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. When the winds of change blow, some people will build walls, while others will build windmills. To talk much without getting anywhere is the same as climbing a tree to catch a fish. The bird that gets up early is the one that gets the worm. A little fragrance clings to the hand that cuts the flowers. A fraction of time is a piece of gold, but it is difficult to buy a fraction of time with a piece of gold. A high-principled person is one who can see a complete chess match without making a single comment. There is no person who has 1,000 good days in a row, or a flower that stays red for 100 days. If you plan a year from now, plant rice. If you plan for 10 years, plant trees. And if you plan 100 years from now, educate humanity. A straight foot does not fear a crooked shoe. Forget the given favors, remember those received. The sky will not betray those people who give the best of themselves. A wise man makes his own decisions, and an ignorant man follows public opinion. It is better to trust in yourself than in the help of others. It is easy to adapt from an economic lifestyle to a luxurious lifestyle. By contrast, the opposite is what becomes difficult. He who thinks a lot every step he takes will always stand on one leg. To understand the love of your parents, you will have to raise your own children. One generation plants the trees, and another enjoys its shade. If you want to be happy for an hour, take a nap. If you want to be happy for a day, go fishing. If you want to be happy for a month, marry. If you want to be happy for a year, inherit a fortune. And if you want happiness for life, help someone else. Studying is like paddling up the river. Not moving forward implies going backwards. We count our miseries carefully and accept our blessings without thinking too much. It's easy to open a store. The hard part is keeping it open. If your mind is strong, all difficult things will come easily to you. But if your mind is weak, all easy things will become difficult. The opportunity touches the door only once. If you want your dinner, do not insult the cook. If you work hard enough, you can even mold the metal bar into a needle. The friend of all is not anyone's friend. Just as distance proves the strength of a horse, time can reveal a person's heart. The hungry cannot choose their food. Without pain, nobody becomes a saint. What you do not want for yourself, do not do it to others. If you are patient in a moment of anger, you will avoid 100 days of repentance. If you must play, define 3 things from the beginning: the rules of the game, what is at stake, and the time to end it. 'Tis better the cabin where one is happy than the palace where one cries. The pearls are not found on the coast. If you want one, you should immerse yourself deep in it. The life of a child is like a piece of paper in which old people leave a mark. It does not matter how high the mountain is, it will never be able to cover the sun. He who sacrifices his conscience for ambition burns an image to obtain ashes. The calamity has its roots in prosperity, and prosperity has its origins in calamity. Make those who are near happy, and those who are far away will come. A sharp tongue or a feather can kill without a knife. Forgetting an ancestor is like being a stream without an origin, and a tree without roots. A bit of impatience will ruin big plans. You want a good horse, but you do not give it pasture to eat. Pathers who are afraid to put their feet on the ground usually have children who step on their feet. An armada can conquer a general, but no man can take away his ambitions from another. The person who tries to travel 2 roads at the same time will not get anywhere. The tension is what you think it should be. Relaxation is who you are. Do you not want others to find out what you did? Better not do that than you do not want them to know. Learning is a weightless treasure that you can always carry easily. The one who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but the one who does not do it remains a fool forever. Do not choose who you do not trust, and trust who you choose. The experience is a comb that nature gives us when we are bald. Do not limit your children to your own learning, since they were born in a different time. Patience is a bitter plant, but its fruit is sweet. Give a man a fish, and you will feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you will feed him for life. If your face is ugly, you cannot blame the mirror. The more you practice, the less you will bleed in battle.